in Dallas. It's a good one. Ghost Ballers trying to get to 2-0 against the Aliens here from American Airlines Center. And welcome back. Ken Cohen with Hall of Famer, Coach Power, Nancy Lieberman. It's 5 down, 1 to go. Ghost Ballers, hey, get 2-0 again under George Gervin with a win.
Yeah, George is really doing a great job with his son, and they just get it done. They're smart in how they run their sets, and, you know, they have a star in Mike Taylor. And Mike Taylor is so good with his energy, getting to the basket. First of all, he can shoot the ball. So when you shoot from outside, now you're setting up the defense, and you're going to see he's a 3-level player. He can shoot from 3, he can shoot from 2, and he can finish at the rim.
For the Aliens, this guy can shoot it. Giannis Tima, first year in the Big Three from Latvia last week with 14 points. Aliens falling to the Ball Hogs, 50-39 in that loss in Chicago.
Yeah, he's very, very special because, first of all, Dusan Bullet, he is a great general manager. He knows where all these guys are. And when you have somebody who can shoot like Tim McCann, and you put him with, Tomislav, and then you add Will Bynum for speed and Tony Criswell, who's big and strong and can rebound. This is a really nice complementary team.
There he is, the Iceman, George Gervin, the humble 4-time scoring champion with the Spurs. Nobody has a bad word about the Iceman.
Well, not me, because he's my Hall of Fame classmate of 1996, so we will forever be linked. Love him.
Here's Rick Mahorn, Big Three Coach of the Year, with Trilogy in 2017, the baddest bad boy of them all.
Well, not only was he a bad boy, as you see, look at the key rules here. The first to 50, you win by 2. This is your job, not my job.
Come on, rip through it.
All right, no clock. There is no clock. It's 14 seconds on the shot clock, and if you can get to the foul line and get the other guy in the bonus, this is like beautiful Euro basketball right here.
Nancy, you wear a lot of hats in the Big Three. We love it. We love you. Birthday day here in Dallas. Great one to be a part of with you.
Well, this is what makes me happy.
Simmons off the mark. So for the Aliens, you have Tima, Ivasev, and Polonez. Ivasev scores. The Aliens with the first points. Ghost Ballers, you have Taylor, the guard, with Johnson and Simmons, George Gervin squad.
Yeah, it's always hard to keep having a defense players that are in motion. That's what the Euros do. They're so good at this. Now they're also going to have to figure out how to defend guys like, Chris Johnson.
Get out of his way.
So you can't fly out, do the flyby when there's no weak side help. And certainly Dusan is not coming to rotate over. He has a girlfriend. You don't want to get hurt.
Everyone has different priorities, right?
Hey, Dusan played for me a couple years ago, and then they decided to have a Euro team.
Ooh, Johnson with the reverse stuff.
Yeah, Chris Johnson is really good. He's big, he's strong, he can jump, and he's got a ton of energy.
4-2, off Johnson dunks. Bullet, working on Taylor, color of all-stars. Wanted a foul. Go to the rim, Johnson couldn't time it. Taylor denied by Ivasev.
So what Chris Johnson brings to this game is he gets to the corner. If you fly by, you saw that Dusan was not coming over. He's big, he's strong, and you're not going to stop him at the rim.
Tima can really shoot it. Ivasev again, way off the mark.
Yeah, the team was good last year because once they pass the ball, they immediately cut. That's how you win in basketball. There's ball movement and player movement. And if you pass the ball and you cut, it's hard to defend. And then it's kind of that read and react offense that everybody is using these days, even in half-court basketball.
Do you draw similarities as Simmons hits the 3 between your team and the Aliens, Power and the Aliens?
Yeah, I mean, Simmons is hard to guard. He has that face-up game. He's big, he's strong. you come to this league, and the more assets that you have contributes to how your team is going to play.
Ghost Ballers with the early 7-4 lead. Ghost Ballers, Nancy, last year were 2-0, but they finished 3-4. Seems every year it's a good start, but at the end, whether it's Mike Taylor injury or just losing steam, they just can't get into that playoff picture. Taylor the fake, the step to his left, nails the three to beat the clock.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't fly by these guys. You have to jump, you have to contest and put a hand up and make them put the ball on the floor, and then hopefully you can have some second level rotation. Doesn't Rick Mahorn look great? He's lost about 70 pounds. He's healthy. He feels good. We've been friends for 100 years, even in my first coaching gig in 1998 with the Detroit Shock and the WNBA. He was so good about, bringing so many of the players together to practice against us.
But he's going to challenge this, and unfortunately, I don't think he's going to win it.
No. No, it was certainly out of his hands.
Basket's good for Mike Taylor. Horn, Nancy, you want to talk about always a good time. Just spend a couple of minutes with the big fella, wherever you are.
It absolutely is. I mean, that's what friendships are, right?
Yep.
They're deep, they're long, and there's a lot of history, so we love seeing each other, everybody.
18-year NBA career, Rick Horn, title with Detroit, 1989. Bullet won't go. Rebound tip to Chris Johnson. They sack off him, and he answers with the three.
You can't give guys dare shots. Especially somebody like Chris Johnson, who has improved every year he's been in this league.
Couple of big dunks. Give him room, makes it pay. Ghost Ballers by 9. Dusan Bullet a couple of years ago, joining Power, now the captain with the Aliens. Nancy Lieberman brings the international flavor to the roster. Look at this, Serbia, Belgium, and then Tima from Latvia.
Yeah, these guys are pretty unbelievable because of the way they teach the game, and certainly in Serbia, they know how to win a little bit, right? I mean, they've always been one of the top, countries in Euroball.
That is no joke. You see what I did there? Mr. Jokic.
And we forget that, Dusan, they've won the Big Three championship so many times, and we were thrilled to have them. But when, Q wanted to expand to Europe, it made sense for the sake of the league to make sure that he could build out his team.
It took a while for him to finally get over here with his commitments to FIBA and 3x3, but basically in the Olympics and immediately was with your team in Vegas.
Yeah, we missed him because he, like you said, he was going to the Olympics. He came back with a medal. I think he came back with either a bronze medal, but we missed him for those 3 or 4 weeks, and he added a lot to our team.
Bullet, 1 for 2, strokes it. Ghost Ballers with Taylor, Simmons, and Johnson against Bynum, Bullet, and Tony Criswell. Taylor leans in, airballs it. Bynum with the cleanup for the Aliens.
Yeah, that's such a great part of this game. That's like when you were a kid playing pickup ball. There was an air ball, and you didn't have to clear it.
Right back up. Simmons beeline to the rim. Will shoot a free throw for 2. And for the Aliens, that's their first this half.
You know, that's one of the things that, again, Ice Cube, the elements that he brought to the league. He brought that old street ball game. He brought the fact that instead of sitting there, with 2 foul shots, you get fouled, 1 foul shot for 2. You get fouled, it's 3. It's 1 shot for 3 from the 3-point area, same from 4-point area. He just really made the game more exciting.
Speed it up. Taylor to the spot for 3. Way short. He's going to stay with the Ghost Ballers. Charles Garcia at 6'10", in for Mike Taylor. So look at the lineup. A lot of length for the Ghost Ballers.
Huge lineup right here, which will probably mean that Simmons will handle the ball just a little bit more. So now you have to get, bigger so you're team man. Everything's about matchups.
Yep. Bullet will get a breather. Jonathan Simmons against Bynum. Pivots, scores. Nice spin over the shoulder for Simmons.
Yeah, and this is something, now you want to give Will Bynum minutes, but all they're going to do is they're going to continue to post him up with whoever is guarding him.
Tony Criswell out of Missouri extends and scores up and under.
Okay, you got to be strong to be able to do that because you got somebody leaning on you. You're going opposite part of the basket with your offhand. See, here you go again.
Same matchup, same results for Simmons.
Yeah, and I really think, you have to give your guys a blow. And Will's doing everything possible to try and keep Simmons away. So now you got to attack him on your end.
Will Bynum, big 3 veteran, pull-up is good. Nancy scored 33 with Bivouac back in 2019. His return to Chicago. Simmons for 4, missed it. Tima for 3. Same matchup. Simmons over Bynum, gets him again.
It's the smart thing to do. You don't even have to go into running all your sets because right now Simmons is 3 for 3 going against Bynum.
Oh, they're going to wave off the basket because Ghost Ballers didn't clear the paint after the miss.
That's what the officials do. Ron Colbert, who's the head of the officials here, he comes into our locker room and he says, guys, you must clear the 3-point line with both feet. He came into ours today. We talked it out. What happens if they don't clear it? Is the play still happening? He was very clear on exactly what was going to happen.
I was wondering this. This Bynum is short. Early weeks of the season, you know the league, you know the rules, but is there still that period of almost recalibrating the players and the coaches, getting the rhythm of the rules again? It's about a championship game. Everybody knows the deal, right?
It always takes time. It takes time. And the fact is, we don't have practice. So, we come in the day before a game, you're trying to run through your plays, you're trying to make sure you understand the rules. But to your point, there's not a lot of that continuity as if I have you in practice for 4 or 5 days.
Garcia with a free throw for 2.
It really puts a lot of responsibility on the players to, one, stay in shape, make sure you're getting your work in before you get to the city with your team, and you know the rules.
Get out there, and you go. First to 50. Bynum putting on the moves, the pull-up. Great move. Tima, yes, for the Aliens. We're back within 3.
This is another big lineup. You have Darnell Jackson. Darnell played for me a couple years ago. You're the only guy who didn't play for me.
You don't want that.
But he's really good. Look what he does.
Oh, Bynum matched up with him. Just call for the foul.
Look what Tima does. He's fighting, he's pushing, and he never gave up. It's iron sharpens iron, and Garcia allowed himself to be pushed under the bucket.
So, free throw for Jackson. As a fan, you almost want Rick Mahorn to bring the fire, have Jackson go against Bynum one-on-one.
You are a conspiracy theorist. I know it's how third came together, but this was a really smart substitution for Rick Mahorn to hopefully finish the quarter, and Dusan's got to make that layup, because now you're going to get burnt with the corner 3 if he knocks it down.
Tima nails it for 3. Tie game.
I didn't think this was going to happen this soon, but the Aliens they don't quit.
Simmons. Garcia tucks it. Ripped away by Tima. Bullet. Tima. Closeout. Fadeaway for 3. It's picking up now. Jonathan Simmons, NBA veteran, ducks through and scores off glass.
And Simmons is really good. If you put a small on him, he's going to bully ball you to the rim, and he's got nice skill, nice touch, and he's taken advantage of both Bynum and Dusan.
That's college at Houston as Tima hits another.
Hey, I would bring him off screens all day. I would have him start in the middle, a pin down, bring him up. He just has such a great feel for the game.
D-block, no look. Tucked away by Ivasev. Bullet into a 3. Aliens 20, Coast Ballers 19. Look at the defense. Garcia.
Mike Taylor's got to get back in this game. They couldn't guard Mike Taylor, but watch this right here. Tima gets it, squares his feet. Shooters do what they do. Shooters shoot. He turns, he's in rhythm one more time. He's got a beautiful shot. He's got the arc. You cannot lose him.
Tima played in the G League with Magic a couple of years ago in Lakeland. Mostly played in Latvia and Russia. Jackson was denied in the shot clock violation before any putback for the Aliens.
Yeah, that was a nice quick shot by D-block, by Darnell Jackson, trying to get the ball up as quick as he can.
Johnson re-enters for Garcia. So right now you've got Taylor, Johnson, Jackson against Tima, Bullet, and Ivasev. Bullet for Tima. Drives to the rim, goes up, scores. He's got 10 for the Aliens.
Boy, when he gets a running start, anytime you have Tomislav going to the basket, he pulls everybody almost like a funnel, and it opens it up for the curl and to be able to get a running start downhill.
Taylor shakes, scores. Back into the game. Aliens only up by 1.
Yeah, Taylor is so talented. He plays hard on both sides of the ball.
Clean, Taylor, not there. Knocked out by the Aliens. Bolt's got to be careful. He's getting teed up.
Agreed. Tomislav has been knocked down 3 or 4 times. You don't know if they're just going or it's really the contact.
Johnson, over the shoulder miss, but shoved by Tima.
It's a great move right there, baseline.
Up, Rick
bring the
Mahorn.
fire.
We'll bring the fire.
See, to get Rick out of the chair, you bring the fire. Rick's got the high top chair.
He would have loved to bring the fire as a player.
And see, this is good. I love it. That is a great call. You've got the lead by 1. That was an easy foul shot, for Chris to step into. Why not? Hedge your bet here.
Johnson against Tima. If he scores or gets fouled, points for the Ghost Ballers. Johnson fades away, one-legged, and gets 2 points.
Look at this, it's a move. You take the physicality of the first hit, you spin away from contact. Look at him, he's got great balance. Look at his feet, he squares his feet up, and now he has his little fadeaway.
Just a smooth stroke for Chris Johnson. Ghost Ballers 23, Aliens 22. Tima, look off, and the run is good.
How about the ball fake?
Nifty.
Yeah, D-Block doesn't know if he's finishing at the rim because he gives you the ball fake and you step away and you open up that lane.
Lee Bullock kicked it.
He's always showing off with his soccer skills. And I'm going to talk to him about this when I see him at the hotel. No, that was a good play defensively.
Tima with 12 to lead the Aliens. Ghost Ballers with 9 each for Taylor and Johnson. D-Block. And now Taylor. D-Block rolls to Johnson! Alley-oop and a big stop to get to the break.
That is textbook how to run a screen roll and throw the lob.
All 3 guys, Nancy touching the ball.
I mean, that's just a beautiful touching, and Chris Johnson knows exactly where to be when you're the recipient of that pass.
Johnson with 11 in the first half. The high flyer, Ghost Ballers with the lead. In Dallas, Ghost Ballers with a 1-point lead at the break against the Aliens in the final game of the six-pack in Big D. Week 2 in the Big 3. Again, great to be with you again for this one. Going back with Lady Magic, Nancy Lieberman, Chris Johnson. A couple of outside shots, but the dunks, high flyer in that first half.
Yeah, Chris did a wonderful job. He had 11 points in the half. He showed his skill set, right? He went to the rim, he got the lobs, but he hit the corner three. Look how he took the flyby, went down, knew that there was not going to be any rotation. And he's just hustling around the rim. And to be able to give this team what they need, he has to be a menace on offense and just give them the energy and the youth of who he is.
Johnson with 11. He was 5 for 5 after going scoreless last week for the Ghost Ballers. Well, went against Threes Company. They were down by 11 down the stretch, but closed 21-7 right now, playing with the lead entering the second half here against the Aliens. Johnson with Mike Taylor, Jonathan Simmons, Tomislav Ivasev with Tima and Bullet. A steal, Ivasev with the finish. Aliens by 1.
Yeah, they're really active on defense. On the flat of the ball, you step back and you step over and you deflect those passes, and then there's nobody defending.
Taylor strokes it. Last year, the best trash talker in the Big 3, but a lot of times will back it up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he can, because he plays so hard and he's so reliable to his teammates.
Tima pops, misses, Bullet the rebound. Good matchup for Ivasev. Good closeout. Bullet off balance. Third chance. Fourth try now.
Yeah, you got to box out if you're the Ghost Ballers. You just can't, give these guys 3-4 attempts.
Rebounding so vital in the Big 3. Aliens showed why. Simmons bumped, one-legged, it's good.
He's just so good about taking contact, and I know he's looking at the officials, but this is a physical game in the half court, and you have to play through contact.
Ghost Ballers up 29-28. Tima doubled, still able to finish.
Yeah, he's pretty special, right? I mean, Mike Taylor is playing hard and using his speed and his quickness, and it has no bearing. So Simmons is right here. We've seen him back down the littles, and now he's doing it with the bigs. He's just so good at getting on that off foot.
Bullet for 3. Taylor lurking at the circle. Crossover. Step through. Up and under. On all the moves there.
How about the tip rebound? Those are so smart. I remember Rodman used to do that all the time. Just tip it to him.
And Taylor fouling Ivasev will get a free throw for 2 points.
They've done such a great job of attacking the littles of the Ghost Ballers.
Timeout, George Gervin. Unless you challenge the out-of-bounds call.
You might as well use your challenge. And really the only little that the Ghost Ballers have is Mike Taylor.
Yep.
So you have to be able to put a body on him.
Up, he's going to bring fire.
So are we challenging the call or we're bringing the fire?
I think timeout and bring the fire.
We got a lot going on here. This is good. This is fabulous. See right here, Mike, I think they're going to win the challenge because Mike had the ball. I didn't see the foul right here. I mean, you bring the ball right into Mike's stomach, and all he's doing, his hands are right there. I'm going to go with whatever you say.
Okay. I think it's a timeout, but I agree with you. If there's no foul, you look to see who touched it last. But timeout, and they'll bring a fire here between Taylor and Ivasev.
You know what? I'm going to bring my own fire because there's still people here in the arena who have been here since 11 a.m. this morning. They are just amazing basketball fans here in Dallas, and they love just to see players play. I mean, who wouldn't want to see the Aliens play the way they play, you know, that Euro game? And then somebody like Mike Taylor, who definitely has more colors than anybody else today.
Oh, great defense. Taylor with the rejection.
He just plays hard. He's just a pure baller. Look at this, moving his feet, making sure he gets into the body of Tomislav. That was great defense.
And Ivasev was saying, no foul? Nice dump off. Taylor, hounded by Bullet. Ripped away, traveling before it jumped.
That was almost the same play
that
we just saw before. I mean, Dusan did a great job of just staying there and letting Mike Taylor bring the ball to him.
Off screen, Bullet will fade away. Bumped, no call. Mike Taylor. Simmons, lane's open, stripped. Tima straight up, ripped it away, and he scores.
I think Chris Johnson needs to be more involved in the second half, and you're really not seeing anything run towards him. It's a little bit more one-on-one with either Simmons or Taylor.
He had 11 in the first half.
He had 11 points.
Simmons scampers. Taylor for three. Short. Bullet with Ivasev Tima. Johnson steal. Goes to work. Will shoot a free throw for two. Tima whacked him.
It's a good foul. It's a good foul because if you don't foul him, you know, Johnson's going to go right up and he's either going to dunk it or make the layup. So I think that's the only play you really had.
This is still his claim to fame. Number 2 at LSU, all-time blocks behind Shaquille O'Neal.
That's pretty unbelievable. I'd like to be in that category, right? Then I'd like to have a few of Shaq's investments as
another
well.
lifetime.
So now you're going to be mindful of the shot clock.
Johnson buries it from three. Tie game again.
Yeah, we got a battle going on right now. Chris Johnson needs to be a little bit more involved in the offense. Right here, his awareness, he knows the clock is short. That's beautiful.
A technical foul, and Tima will take it for two. Mike Taylor was teed up.
And now they get big again. The Ghost Ballers are going big with Garcia, Simmons, and Johnson. You know, George Gervin's got a lot of firepower here. He can go a lot of different ways.
Knocked away to Johnson. Simmons with the theft. Simmons, fadeaway for 20. Johnson, battle. Bullet will take a good foul. The Aliens with their second.
Another smart foul.
Yep.
You have to do that.
I think Rick in his day would have clobbered him.
Yeah,
a little more than that.
And he's probably used to doing that in basketball, being on that weak side rebound where you got a big there.
Off the miss. Bullet Tima and Tony Criswell against Johnson, Simmons, and Garcia. A turnover off the hand of Bullet. The Aliens 0-1, lost last week against the Ball Hogs, 50-39. Ball Hogs falling today against the enemies in Dallas.
You just might have to match up right now if you're Rick Mahorn, because this is what happened with Bynum in the first half. It happened with Dusan in the first half.
Criswell, too much. Johnson. Garcia, hook shot, gets the bounce. Charles Garcia, never played in the NBA, recently in Venezuela, and time in the G League and with the Summer League Wizards. Timeout tie game at 34 to round out the day in Dallas. What a day it's been. Nancy's Power Squad played earlier, but Jason Richardson, star of the day for Tri-State. Nancy, I think the big story is you have a lot of 1-1 teams after 2 weeks in the Big Three. Killer threes, though, with the victory earlier against Three's Company.
Yeah, you know, the teams that you're seeing today are just battling. Here we are, just working so hard. But Jay Rich in their transition is wide open. And the enemies and the Ball Hogs have been playing really well. Everybody has something going in this league. I don't think anybody's going to run away with it.
No. Jordan Crawford, game winner. How about Jeremy Pargo with 31, including the winner for the triplets?
Yeah, Pargo took over a week ago. Johnson had 29, then Pargo has 31 in this game. Bivouac and Kevin Murphy just sealed the deal with his shot. Stars have to be stars in this league.
Murphy with 18 balance for the three-headed monsters. Lewis scored 17. Reggie Evans with 12, along with 10 rebounds.
It's always going to be a shooter's league.
Yep.
You've got to knock down shots no matter what. So how are you putting yourself in position for that?
Tima catch and shoot three. It's good over Johnson.
And you know it's coming to him, but you think you're within, that closeout area.
Giannis Tima with 21 now for the Aliens. All right, 14 last week. Tima right in his wheelhouse. And the Aliens with the lead over the Ghost Ballers. Here in Dallas, a close one in game number 6. Aliens with the lead over the Ghost Ballers. Last week, Ghost Ballers, Nancy, capped a 19-2 run with a win against Three's Company in Chicago.
Hey, if you can get on a 19-2 run in this league against a great team like Michael Cooper's Three's Company, Mike played a little defense in his time. That says a lot about the Iceman and the sets that he was running. So we saw a lot of comebacks a week ago.
No lead is safe in the big 3. Ghost Ballers with Simmons, Garcia, Johnson against Tima, Bullet, and Criswell. Charles Garcia gets free and lofts it in. Easy move out of the timeout.
I like this. I like the big lineup. It has been pretty much unstoppable for the Ghost Ballers.
Lob to the rim, Criswell. Johnson got in there, late whistle, and a foul.
Tony Criswell is really good. You know, he's played over in Europe. He really cares about the game, stays in great shape, and it was an excellent pickup.
Remember a couple of years ago, he snagged a spot during tryouts with Bivouac. Last year, played in Mexico, played in college in Missouri.
These guys want to play so much in the league that sometimes they come straight from Europe right to the combine or right to the game, and that Tony Criswell is that kind of a guy.
Simmons, no foul, and a violation here on the Ghost Ballers. When you get guys playing overseas, there's a different level of fitness and rhythm when they come to the big 3, right?
Well, remember the first year was 32 years, the age minimum.
Yep.
Then it went down to 28 years. Now it's down to 22. It's open to Euro players. The game has changed. Cube wants to have every element of basketball here, and you're seeing the, really the evolution of the big 3.
Tima, deep 3. Simmons off the clear out. D-block reverses. Garcia. 2 to shoot. Simmons, the drive to the rim, denied. And a bounce off of the Aliens, and I think they're going to put a second on the shot clock.
Well, if it's a second, it's a catch and tip.
Yep.
So the awareness now, what are you going to do? Who are you going to? See, I would do that. I would double team Garcia.
D-block hits the 3. Remember that basket. Ghost Ballers by 2. Nancy Elliott-Spence was pleading, saying it was a violation.
That is unbelievable. But Darnell Jackson has that shot. He's always had that shot.
With the block, stays with the Aliens. Let's go back to it.
So, Tony Criswell, you got to get your hand on that pass. It's all the way across the court, and Darnell Jackson knows in his head exactly what to do.
A breakdown from the Ghost Ballers. Nancy, they both went with Tima. It was wide open inside.
That's like the old, Green Bay power sweep. Everybody comes one way, and you just, step back to the basket.
Tied up at 39. Simmons, banker missed. Tima giving a little room. Bullet behind the back, knocked down, no whistle, and a slam. Bullet is furious. He's been teed up.
That is unbelievable. You can't, it's not on purpose, but Dusan was tripped. Look at this, D-block comes up and trips him. How do you not call it and you're just sitting there watching it? That's,
wow.
That stuff, I know people make mistakes, but that's unforgivable. That's right in front of your face.
Bolt's got to be careful. Simmons with the free throw.
Yeah, but the game's on the line. I can understand his emotion there. You know, I'm not trying, look, I like the officials. I was the only one who never got a technical my first year coaching in the WNBA. But you can't have those mistakes. Players can't make mistakes, officials can't make mistakes.
Tell you what, Rick Mahorn with the timeout, and this might really save Bullitt from getting ejected.
Well,
and obviously there's frustration.
Well, the officials are going to get together. They're going to watch the film. I'm sure he's going to turn around, and he's not going to be happy with his call because he missed it. And I think that's the one that bothers you the most, when an official misses the call and he's looking right at it or she's looking right at it. They're not trying to do that on purpose, but it happens.
Well, you think about the last 3 baskets for the Aliens, the Ghost Ballers rather. There's the 3, Jackson with the shot clock. They were given a second. That was big. But then the no call leads to the dunk, and then you get a technical and a free throw. That's 7 points right there, and all of a sudden you're down by 4.
Yeah, it's a turnaround. It changes everything in the strategy of what you do, but it's only a 4-point game, and you have the ball.
Bullitt, he's got that look. He wants to take over. Team up for 3. Garcia with Simmons and Jackson. For now, no Mike Taylor. And no Chris Johnson. D-block, another 3. Off the clearance. Team up, launches. Jackson wants it. Garcia setting the feet. Into the lane, to the rim. Gets it.
It's a great drive right there. He's got length, athleticism.
First to 50 wins. Criswell launches the 3. Too much. Tima, the save to Bullitt. Jackson with foul. That's the Ghost Ballers' second this half.
Boy, what a play by Tima. But before that, you know, look at this beautiful drive by Garcia. He sees the lane. He has the angle. He opens up the defense because it's a straight line drive.
Ghost Ballers last week with the comeback, and the Aliens do the same. Bullitt picked up his dribble, punched away. Bullitt with the finish to beat the shot clock.
That was big. Every bucket right now has major significance. So, you know, he hasn't shot the ball well in this game, Dusan.
Simmons stripped. 3 to shoot. D-block, stumbles, missed the rim. Violation on the Ghost Ballers.
You know, even though D-block missed that shot, you could see how nimble he is. For a big man to be able to move his feet like that and to guard a guard, that says a lot about how he plays this game.
Taylor re-enters. Tima slips it. Bullitt. Bunt. That's an understatement. Jackson, rather Simmons with the foul. Ghost Ballers with their 3rd this half.
It's a good foul. It's a really good foul because they have not fouled. A few minutes ago, I looked up there, they only had 1 foul, so waste 1.
Each team now with 3. Nice crossover. Ivasev popped down. Bullitt there. 3rd chance. Dusan Bullitt sets the feet. Off the mark. Ghost Ballers by 4. Taylor on a clear out, tripped and fouled. And again, that's only the 4th on the Aliens at 45-41.
Tell you what, this is a physical game.
It is.
On ball, off ball, weak side. The referees are allowing you to play, and you're going to have to play through contact.
Can the Ghost Ballers get 2-0 for a second straight year? Johnson moves them a little closer with the triple. Johnson with 17 points. Point game for the Ghost Ballers. Bullet nearly ripped away, and a foul. On the floor, Ghost Ballers with their fourth. Ivasev slapped away, and Simmons with a little trash talk with 7 to shoot.
I love that. It's just the way the game is. No matter what you say, you have to have a little bit of that swag in you.
3 to shoot. Bullet to his right. Missed it. Johnson. They can win it here. Taylor. Simmons. Pulls up. Aliens still with life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for the official to call it because, I mean, Chris Johnson just flings, you know, the opponent out of the play. Look at this. They're holding, but he just, well, you know, that might have been an Academy Award as well. There's something on that play.
Yes. Ghost Ballers with their fifth, so the next one would put the Aliens in the bonus.
Yes, and that takes possessions away, you know, from the offensive side of the ball.
Next week to Nancy's hometown of Brooklyn, New York, and what a first game on CBS. You Guys Power against Trilogy and the Triplets against Tri-State. Triplets with the win today, Tri-State as well against Power.
Well, that's a lot of star power right there.
Yep.
For New York City, we're playing at Barclays Center. It's great for me to get back home. I was born in Brooklyn, grew up in Queens, but you have the best, you know, Trilogy is unbelievable. Tri-State, you know, kind of kicked us today, and the Triplets were magnificent.
Early weeks of the Big Three, so vital for your playoff hopes.
You know, and the ratings last week in Chicago were almost 500,000.
Wow.
And I can imagine as we continue to build that the ratings and the people in the building, it's going to continue to grow week by week.
In the big cities early, Chicago, Dallas, New York, and the championship across the pond in London.
It's just really great to be back in the big buildings right now. Fans are really enjoying it.
Point game for the Ghost Ballers. Pick and roll. Ivasev scores.
Ghost Ballers are smart. Give up the layup, but don't foul, because now you get the foul shot and then you get the ball back.
Mike Taylor. For Simmons. This for the win. Hits it. Jonathan Simmons with the game winner. And the Ghost Ballers are 2-0.
Yeah, they played really well today. Simmons showed his versatility and the fact that this team, you know, they really did a great job of utilizing all 5 players. You know, kudos to George Gervin and his basketball team. One more time, you just leave Simmons open. Those are the dare shots that you don't want to give people who know how to knock them down.
Gus Simmons. First year with the Ghost Ballers, last year with the Three-Headed Monsters. And again, George Gervin's squad is 2-0, just like last year. Finished 3-4, but again, a good start in this latest Big Three season. Final score, 51-43, Ghost Ballers in Game 6 in Dallas, wrapping up our exciting afternoon of 6 games. So, for Nancy Lieberman, Brian Scalabrine, I'm Ed Cohen. Next week, the Big Three goes to Brooklyn. We'll talk to you then. Have a great night.